Welcome to Synthetic Oil Protection. I'm your host, Eben, and today you're going to see how to change the coolant on your beautiful Honda Civic. And this is going to be very similar on most vehicles. This one's going to be a lot easier than most. You want to subscribe, you tap that. You'll have a little option, all, and that'll give you a little notification when we do a new video. Today we're using a special proprietary product. Sucker's good for extremely long intervals. Also, it's biodegradable and also low toxicity, so it's not going to hurt animals like the other coolant. Doesn't have that awful smell either. We're also going to talk about a secret, super high performance additive that's a surfactant. Let's do it. First thing we're going to do, we have a cool car. It's not that hot. We're going to go right on ahead and open up our coolant bottle. And now, when we open up the cute little petcock down here, fluid's going to flow out nice and quick. On the cute little petcock, we're tapping her from a better angle, and he's going to spin that sucker counterclockwise like that, and just start spinning. And now she's going to start to leak a little bit. And now, after she starts to leak, we're going to shove our plastic drain bin underneath, and then you're going to go until she just yanks right out. And shove that plastic bin. It's what we call a squirter. And he's got what we call the Smurf pee-pee. That's what this is.
It's blue.
Yep, we got the Smurf pee-pee. Gonna get her all drained on. Now we're gonna massage this cute little radiator bottle. This is our overflow tank. And that's a reservoir that keeps extra coolant. So in case you start running low, it can suck from that. So you can unthread the cap on that little angel. You should be able to take off the hose. And then you should most likely be able to slide out the entire tank. Most of these tanks are just held in by a clip. And that's what I love about Honda product, is how easy it is to service. Joke around, but my all-time favorite car to work on is a Honda Fit. And this is one of my second favorites. So go ahead, Aaron, we're gonna dump that into the little pan right there, underneath there. You can just get rid of that. We're gonna get a nice fresh bottle of distilled water, and we're gonna go ahead and clean her out. Filling her up. We're gonna clean this bottle up good. Go ahead and jiggle her around, dump her out, and look how quickly we cleaned our radiator bottle. What was that, about 2 seconds? Dump a little bit of distilled water through the block. This is gonna go through our radiator a little bit. That's just gonna get a little bit of that blue stuff out. Now we're gonna let her drain for another minute, throw on our little petcock. Then it's time to fill her up with distilled water and turn the heat on high. Pop our bottle back in, takes 2 seconds. It just fits right into a little slot. And then we're gonna go ahead, throw some distilled water into her. And we got the petcock back in, so we can start filling her until she overflows. This is about a 5-quart system. And that's it, we just fill her all the way up. We're gonna get our funnel to be a little bit more precise. Now it's time to motor her up and turn the heater on high. Here we go.
Just add slowly?
Yep, just keep adding until she overflows.
Okay.
As you can see, we got our heater on high, and we can turn off AC. We got our heater right here on high, full fan. Want to make sure you get that good hot air coming out. You know she's circulating. And just keep filling her until she Just let her idle for about 5 minutes. We want to get her up to operating temperature. That way it circulates through the heater core. Once it circulates through the heater core, that means we're mixing it with all the other coolant. And then when we drain her down, we're gonna get more of the old coolant out, because you can only get about 1/2 to 3/4 of the coolant out when you drain it, because it's about a 5.5-quart system. Usually get about 3.5 when you drain it out.
Too much.
Our old Smurf pee is going bye-bye. And this stuff right here is very corrosive, and it's smelly. And it's definitely a serious chemical not to underestimate. So use this sparingly in open air areas. Definitely want to keep your garage door open when you're using it. And in high heat areas, You want to change that about every 2 years if you're using that stuff. We're draining her down again. This is our second drain. It's got super thick rubbers for extra high heat protection.
Okay, we're good.
All right, and just open her all the way up until she's totally off. You got her off?
Totally off.
Perfect. Gonna relieve some pressure here up top. And she's gonna start squirting. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And there she blows. Let her drain down. Let her drain completely. Time to do another drain and fill. What they call a butterfly nut. Basically, it's reinforced so it doesn't crack. And most of the time, as long as this O-ring's good, which you always want to double check it, you want to finger it, make sure it's not cracked, split, rubber, or dry rotting. As long as it's all good and that rubber seems soft and malleable by flexing it, you know you're good to reuse. And if you let it go too long, like 10 years, it can actually get so corroded when you go to take it off, it cracks and it stays inside the radiator. And then, well, you might as well just get a new radiator. We got our second drain. This is what she looks like. Still very blue, but looking much better, much clearer. And we're getting that hazy film out of there. And you can actually have aluminum corrosion if you don't change your coolant. You lose power, you'll lose your water pump, it'll corrode that. There's a lot of performance, and we're also gonna give a little secret right up here in the radiator on how to clean your radiator so we get those old bugs out of there. This is our third one. Come on, take a look from the top down. There she blows.
Oh, this one's
She's a splooger.
A little stronger.
Yep, she is a splooger. Got our top opened up, and we're gonna let her drain down. And you build a lot of heat when she's nice and hot. This is number 3. Look how much cleaner that looks.
This baby goat's burping.
Oh yeah, she's a spitter.
This baby goat is
She's a spitter.
Look at that. Oi!
She's a spitter. For our last drain down, here we go. Such a beautiful process once you feel the performance. And we're gonna talk about that in a second. She blows.
Oh, buddy. Oh, son of a gun.
There she blows. She's a squirter. Ooh,
that's the most yet.
Ooh, she's squirting from everywhere. She's burping, goggling, and poking and squirting. Woo! Oh, she's hot. Oh, she's hot.
That was the hottest one yet.
Wow, she's getting kinda temperamental, but you know what the heat stands for? Racing. You know how you know when a mid-engine race car's warmed up? When it's on fire. That's how fast this Civic's gonna run in a minute. Our last drain and fill, look how clear she is. Now that is clear fluid. That's what you want. That's how you know when you're ready for the good stuff. Part coming up is gonna show you how to get your vehicle to run longer and stronger. All right, we got 5.5 quarts of total coolant in this car. To start out with our Dominator Coolant Boost. Right here is a proprietary tri-tiered surfactant technology. First tier takes you from cold to moderately warm. The second tier takes you to a good warm coolant level. High hot tier surfactant, and that keeps the water molecules closer to the aluminum, which brings us to our mix ratio. Running a ready to race formulation, which is specifically for Las Vegas because of the high heat. We're gonna be running 66% distilled water, 33% concentrate, 25 degrees cooler. And you add 1 ounce for every ounce of 50-50. For every quart of 50-50, you add 1 ounce of this additive. For every quart of distilled water, you add 2 ounces. So you add more of this if you have more distilled water. So we're gonna run about 1.5 ounces per quart, which puts us right at about 5.8 ounces, basically 6 ounces, which is half a bottle. If your car has a overflow tank like this, you don't want to add this to the overflow tank because it may not go directly into the radiator. So you want to put it directly into the aluminum radiator. And show them that beautiful orange. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous orange glow. And this right here, actually, the chemical in it does wear out. So if you like the maximum performance of your vehicle with the highest heat up times, this will actually double your warm up time. So instead of the car taking 12 minutes to warm up when it's 32 degrees out, it'll warm up in about 6 minutes. Also, what's great about it is your actual temperature, the heat coming out of your vents will be hotter. The water and the aluminum is closer, better contact patch. You actually have better, hotter heat coming out of your vents, which is a good bonus in the winter. Our half a bottle in. We're gonna put in our 1.8 quarts of concentrate. Here's a proprietary concentrate, specifically built and designed for 18-wheelers. And this actually meets and exceeds all those specifications. So flip it over, we'll show them. And this keeps from cavitation in your cylinder liners. It's good for PACCAR, MAN, Cummins, Kenworth, Mack, Peterbilt, all your major specifications. Now these are actually the hardest to meet and exceed. So as long as you're running a coolant that's better than what came in your car, you're just gonna have way better results. The water pump's gonna last longer, your radiator's gonna last longer, your hose are gonna last longer. So that's what we're gonna be doing with this car. And if you wanna see the temperature we're gonna be good to, at 50-50, you're good to negative 28 degrees Fahrenheit. At 40%, you're good to negative 6 degrees. We're gonna be running 33%. So we're gonna be good down to about 1 degree Fahrenheit. And now here in Vegas, it only gets to about maybe 20 degrees in the winter. So we're gonna be fine. And also, we've actually freeze this on the channel, and it doesn't freeze rock solid. It basically gets spongy. So even if you would by accidentally have this freeze in your car, it's not like it's just gonna blow your block apart like straight distilled water. Now, if you put straight distilled water in your car and only put a little bit of this coolant boost and you forget about it in the summer, and then it goes down to 0 degrees, you really could crack your aluminum block. And we're gonna add our 1.88 quarts, and it's got the cute little safety seal on top, and we can just pop her in by finger. And now you're gonna see how gorgeous this lovely clear fluid is. And this is my favorite part, watching it flow. Oh, look at how beautiful it is. And it's also a lubricant. It actually helps lubricate the water pump, and it doesn't smell, which is another great benefit like the other coolants. And it's not as corrosive. That's what I love about it. So keep going, we got quite a bit more to go. Keep going. She's a little bit of a spitter. It's what I say sometimes working with these cars. It's like bottle feeding a little baby goat. Sometimes they'll spit at you, they'll nibble on you, they'll try to bite your clothes. But it's all worth it in the end, which you're gonna see us racing around the block in a minute. Say when, keep going. That's good, let's take a look. We just top her off with distilled water until she overflows. First start up with the really good coolant. All right, just keep feeding her until she burps, until she spits, and then we cap her off. Before we go out racing, it's time for the Power Duo. That's the Dominator Octane Booster, which allows your motor to burn more fuel, cleaner burn, up to 4 points in octane boost. And basically, it's just gonna give you a much cleaner burn, and you're not gonna have as much pre-ignition, so you're gonna make better timing and more wheel horsepower. It's up to about 15 gallons, and you'll actually see a very good video on my personal car. You can put it in, and it's this golden, it's like a little bit of a reddish tint to it. And this is the upper cylinder lubricant. We did a video on the channel. I want you to check it out. Just search AMSOIL upper cylinder lubricant and Dominator Octane Booster on the synthetic oil protection machine. You're gonna be surprised how much more wheel horsepower it made. Big difference. Treats up to 25 gallons of gasoline, and it keeps from ethanol separation. So water, ethanol, and gasoline all separate. This keeps it homogenized, so you have a better fuel burn. And it lubricates the upper rings, so it runs smoother, quieter, less friction. You should be able to just peel her by that. And then this is the gasless gas cap compatible tip. So not only can you shove it in on the newer cars and penetrate both flaps, you can also yank it out You just shove it in. And that's it. You just saw us add 6.4% more wheel horsepower. That's how long it took. And the icing on the cake, keeping that radiator clean, getting all those bug guts, tar, pollen, all that sticky, icky maple syrup. It's coming out now with the Simple Green. This right here is a biodegradable, pet-friendly degreaser. You can also use coil cleaner. And coil cleaner is a really great product you get for cleaning the coils on your air conditioning units. Basically all these bugs and beetles and cockroaches and praying mantis and bees. Unfortunately, we want to keep the bees, but they do end up in your radiator and they leave bug guts. So how do you delaminate that film? With the Simple Green. This right here is an all-purpose cleaner. You just want to watch how much you keep it on foam or rubber, because it'll actually crack it. And we're just going to use our general purpose dilution. About 1:1 is fine. It's going to take the bug guts off. You just mix it with regular old water. If you want it to be super clean, you can mix it with distilled water. That way you'll have less calcification. So Aaron's going to pepper that whole radiator. He can also get inside the engine compartment. You want to avoid a lot of the electronics and different things like that. Just sit for about 8 minutes. We're going to be back to go ahead and squirt her down with the hose.
That's pretty good.
All right. It's time to talk about the giveaway stuff.
Today we have the Step 1 cleansing foam and Step 4 Jade Gua Sha sculpting tool from the Thai Lift.
And these products are going to be given away, so definitely leave your comment down below. Someone in this video is going to win. Let us know your best AMSOIL experience. Mention, I've used this on my neck. It actually helps get rid of the lymphatic fluids.
Helps keep collagen more elastic, like exercise for the skin. This is one of your long-term skin processes. Even if you do Botox, your collagen matrix is going to break down. This will come in and help keep that collagen matrix tip-top shape.
I regularly use the push polish is what I call it. I call it the push polish. And basically it's a rice exfoliant. You rub it on right before you shave, gets all that dead skin cells off, and it actually makes for a much tighter, cleaner, closer shave. And I wouldn't recommend them if I didn't use them. And having someone as a professional use this on you too will change your facial, and it'll also help your nerves and everything else.
So this is a spa treatment, and you can do the spa routine at home with these products.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and clean out this radiator. You're gonna see all kinds of bug guts coming down the driveway. And I personally recommend doing this every year if you live somewhere with a lot of bugs and debris and dust. If you live somewhere where you don't have a lot of that, and you know, you can do it every 3 years whenever you clean your radiator. But just remember, if you want the most optimization, the best heat transfer going through those fins, you want to keep it cleaner.
Long forgotten metal luster returning.
Oh yeah.
Not yet.
Perfect, our last little squirtaroo, and
It's in here somewhere.
we're as clean as can be. Awesome. Sometimes it's good to get a little long screwdriver, that way you can scrape the vents, make sure everything's clean, be easy with it. And once you get her clean, you'll feel the difference.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Look at all those bug guts. All right, it's that time to go ripping around the block. All right, we're cruising around the block. Got that radiator nice and clean. So how's she feeling?
It feels like a whole new car. It's not an understatement. It feels like a whole new car. It doesn't feel like a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder Honda Civic.
Wow. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. So what would you say the biggest difference the coolant did?
Oh, the pep. It's just peppy. What's the technical term for that? Torque?
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
it doesn't hesitate. That wasn't even half throttle.
Wow.
That wasn't, I'm not kidding, that wasn't half throttle. It, before, I would accelerate. You know, if I was trying to go quick or I had someone on my tail too hard trying to, you know, give some space, I'd accelerate, and there would be a second's hesitation. I just figured, oh, that's just how a 4-cylinder Honda Civic is. It just takes a little while for the fuel and the momentum to kind of catch up and for it to kind of get on top of it. Now, it's basically, when we did the last test drive, I felt millisecond delay. I'm not feeling it right now.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is post coolant, so it's even different from those changes.
Wow. And how many miles are on our little Angel? Let's see what you got on her.
147,569.
Wow. Beautiful. All right. So definitely check out the other video we did on this little Angel. We did the transmission fluid, we did the oil. You're gonna see all that in the playlist down below. And whew, man, that thing's running smooth. Holy cow.
6,000 RPM, second gear, 53 mile per hour.
Wow. That is so crazy.
Not
smooth.
even half, I don't even think that's half throttle.
That was so smooth. That's nuts. That is crazy.
It's great.
Yeah. So yeah, check out this video right here in the middle. This one is going to be on the brake fluid change, and we'll see you back next time right here on Synthetic Oil Protection. Remember, if you keep those vehicles wet, lubed, and protected, your vehicles will always be happy.
A genuine thank you. Thank you, Eben. Thank you, AMSOIL. Just night and day, night and day.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. And if you ever want to try the products, you'll see it right down in the description comment section. Just click on more in dark letters, M-O-R-E, and you'll see all the products right there if you want to try them out. Welcome to the Eben's end of month giveaway. This is my favorite part of the month. I love giving back. And today we're going to do a little top-down action, a little cruise. We're going to be talking about the channel. I have some questions for you, which I'd love to get your opinion. Over the years, we've had a lot of different logos. We had Synthetic Oil Protection, the wetter the better. I was thinking of modifying the logo for t-shirts. I'd love to get your opinion. We could call it Keep Your Vehicles Wet, Lubed, and Protected. We could do, if you want your car to run longer and stronger, definitely subscribe to the channel. So we can do that too. So I'd love to get your opinion, which one you like better. Longer and stronger on the logo, or wet, lubed, and protected? Let me know down in the comment section below. I love giving back every month. We do this every single month because what I have always believed in my whole life is loving and giving makes life worth living. And the more you give, the better you live. And I see so many people, they concentrate their whole life on what they can get out of everything. And it's amazing when you concentrate on what you can give to someone, how you can help them. And basically what I always like to joke around, I say, it's a joke, but it's very true. I say, give a man a fishing pole and teach him how to fish. So this right here could be a fishing pole. And if you learn how to use it, you can learn how to fish with it. This is the snap-on flex head ratchet, which we've had on the channel many times. And today we're giving one away because this has really changed my confidence on the channel with the way I look at working on vehicles. And it's really just a beautiful, beautiful tool to have. And just absolutely gorgeous. So, you know, I think that if it's helped me a lot, I know it's going to help someone else, and I can feel that satisfaction of being able to give it to someone on the channel. So we're going to do that, and also we're going to be giving $100 gift cards away. Now I know this sounds crazy, but today everybody on today's video is going to be a big wiener. No matter what, you've already won. Everybody's going to win today. So you're going to be seeing that in a second here. So this is another cool thing I wanted to mention too. We got the logos that we're gonna redo. Another thing would be, I'd like to know what your thoughts are on me doing a little course on Buy Me a Coffee. Buy Me a Coffee is basically a website that was created for creators by creators, and basically they take a very small fee of like 5%. And so I don't know if you know this, but a standard credit card processing fee is about, I think, 2 to 3%, depending on what processor you use and what credit card company. So Buy Me a Coffee takes only 5% from the creator, and I think that's pretty cool because it's almost free, because you're not paying a fee and they're handling this website. So I was thinking of creating this website with a good longtime friend, Vladimir, on the channel. He has the Honda. He always said, Eben, you ought to think about doing a course where it teaches people how to take care of their car, from cleaning the cabin air filter, cleaning your air filter on your motor, your engine with the power foam, the engine flush, and all these different additives. So I'd like your feedback, your opinion. If you think it'd be a good idea for me to do a course like that, I'd like to hear your opinion on what something like that would be worth to someone that's new to taking care of their car, that they could possibly have their car 2 to 4 times longer and save thousands of dollars in gas, and be able to actually invest some money and save some money. Because I know there's a lot of investment courses out there, and they don't really talk a whole lot about taking care of your car. And I love Warren Buffett. You know, people praise this old guy. Basically, he's just an investor that did well in the market, and he's been very steady over the years. That's the best thing you could describe him as. But basically, Warren Buffett says, he goes, if I gave you one car and that was the one car you're gonna have the rest of your life, how would you take care of that car? And so I love that ideal, is basically, how would you take care of that car if you were gonna have one car for the very rest of your life? And I think the course that I can create, literally, you can have the same car for the rest of your life. Now, after a lot of years, whether you are still gonna like the car or not, you might wanna just get rid of it at a certain point, because, you know, our tastes change over the years. You know, our personality doesn't change much, but, you know, you kind of want something new every now and then. So I get, it might not be the last car for the rest of your life, but if you wanted to save money for, say, 10 or 20 years, and you didn't want to have a new car, you'd be able to. So what would that course be worth? I'd like to know what you think that course would be worth. If you think I should do a course like that, you know, to me, all I want to do is give back and help people and make a difference. So that's my main objective. And with your support over the years and commenting on the channel, that's helped out a whole lot. And without that, I wouldn't be able to live the life I do and drive the car I do, and a lot of different things like that. So I'm very, very, very fortunate, very lucky. And we live here in beautiful sunny Las Vegas. So enough squawking and talking. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the giveaway. First, show you everybody that's a big wiener. And we got lots of great people, and I appreciate everybody. To get in the giveaway, all you do is leave a comment within the first half hour, and I randomly select people for the giveaways. And you know, I just love making a difference. So we got first at the top, Ginger, Patrick, Perry, Steve, Susan, Vincent, and Lake. And these people are great. Really appreciate all the support on the channel over the years. And we're gonna start out with our cards. These cards all correlate to a person here. So we're gonna go ahead and give these suckers a good mix. Give them a little run through. Give them a little shuffle. And here we go. We're gonna start backwards this time. We're gonna go ahead and start with the big wiener first. Here we go, right out the middle. We got the 5 of hearts. 1, my all-time favorite flex head snap-on ratchet. Right here, 80 teeth per click. There's 80 little teeth, and this just amazing how much easier it makes your job. This is a lifetime warranty. It's made in the USA. And the reason why I give away a product of such quality is because I like to resemble the channel after that. You know, over the years, I get a lot of people, they say, you know, Eben, the good days are gone. And everything's just a bunch of cheap and this and that. And well, that's not true. Snap-on is still that good. AMSOIL products are still that good. If you haven't tried AMSOIL, you definitely ought to get it. It'll save you a ton of money, to where you'll save more money. You could buy one of these ratchets in fuel mileage. Your car will last longer. It's going to run stronger. And I always tell people the truth about everything. That's my goal. Sometimes I forget specifications. When I'm talking and doing this, I don't write things down. I ad-lib it and do it. So I mismatch numbers. I'm not like a perfect memory of every single number, but just to give you an idea of why AMSOIL is special, a lot of people want to know, is because it's 100% synthetic, and 100% synthetic film strength is different. It keeps the metal parts separated. There's less friction, less heat, less wear, and that'll allow your car to last longer and stay rounder. That's what it's going to do for your vehicle. So I just wanted to mention that. And I also wanted to mention something that's true as well. An oil manufacturer can call a full synthetic when it's only 25% synthetic. So now if you're wondering, you know, will I go to WAMA or I go to OYE, why isn't it the same? Why isn't it 100% synthetic? Well, it's because it's a synthetic blend, which is a full synthetic. And synthetic blends can also be 1 to 15% synthetic. So what you think you're putting in your car may not be what you thought. And it's just like your body. You know, if you want your body to run better, you put the better quality food in, same exact thing. So our 5 of hearts, Lake, Bolton, Lake U1, the Snap-on Flex Head Ratchet. Snap-on ratchet right here. And everyone else here all won a $100 gift card. $100 gift card. I really appreciate everybody, and we've had a lot of characters on the channel over the years. Our good man Chris, Ginger, he's a really funny guy, a dealer that comes through Vegas. He was a lot of fun. We've got a lot of great videos with awesome people on the channel. So if you're new to the channel, let me know how many months you are new to the channel. Leave that down below. I'd like to know. Some really interesting people we've had on the channel with all different vehicles, and we show their results. So definitely go ahead and let me know how many months you've been here. Today is a pretty good size giveaway. Almost $1,000 with the shipping and everything. So definitely there's going to be bigger ones to come. As I always say in the channel, the best is yet to come. Get better and better. And I want you to check out, you know, some more videos on the channel. Don't be afraid to go on and look at the playlists and go through them. You'll see a lot of fun people. And that's what I love sharing, is the organic content. And I like showing real world results, which you'll see with the cold flow tests on the playlist in there. I bought a cryogenic freezer and I froze this oil, and basically I show what came out of the bottle. You know, what someone says is in the bottle is one thing, what comes out of the bottle is another thing, and you're seeing exactly what comes out. So some of those oil manufacturers that you see, other companies, they may or may not be what their specs are because of maybe the consistency of their blending or this and that. Well, with AMSOIL, just so you know, you can actually click on See Full Technical Data Bulletin. It's a little blue link. You can click on that, and it'll show everything on each specific product, of the boiling point, the flash point when it burns, and all that technical stuff. Now, I don't like to get too technical because it just gets kind of old, but I want to let you know it is there on a technical side. If you want to try the AMSOIL, you'll see MORE down below. That'll take you to all of my personal links. This is how you can see more right here. You'll see show more on a laptop. If it's on a smartphone, it'll just say MORE. You click that and you'll see all the links right here. If you want to subscribe, you tap that little option and you can go all. Give you a little notification when we do a new video. When you use my link, that'll attach me to you. I'll always be able to answer all your questions in the future about improving the performance and lifespan of all your vehicles and equipment by choosing all the right fluids as your independent AMSOIL dealer. This is what I do about roughly 65 hours a week. And if I can help you, just let me know. I'm always here to help out. Love giving back in any way I can. want you to check out this video right here. Check this sucker out. This is on all the giveaways over the years. We've probably given away, I'm gonna say, oh my God, $15,000, $20,000 over the years of products, from the Snap-on to just giving back with the gift cards and making a huge difference. And I pride myself on it. If you want to be a part of it, leave that comment. It means so much to contribute to the community. And you know, people say everything's free. You know, nothing in life is free. It takes your time to leave that comment, but it really helps me. And I love helping other people. We'll see you back right here on Synthetic Oil Protection. We're gonna make a little cheers to keeping your vehicles running longer and stronger. And if you keep those vehicles wet, lubed, and protected, your vehicles will always be happy.